the Cars Podcast. Panorama's #1 source for news, reviews, and thoughts about the new wave rock legends, the Cars. Oh, and a little bit of Steel Wool, Sunshine, and Rainbows.
And welcome to Night Thoughts, episode 17 with Dave and Donna. I trust that everyone out there had a wonderful Thanksgiving last week. Donna, how about you? How's your Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was really good. Hi.
My Thanksgiving was pretty awesome.
Yeah, okay. Tell me more.
I figured something out. This is the part of the show where all the, I think all of the hardcore Benniacs actually go, "Aww," and like me.
Oh, ooh, this should be a treat.
Well, I'm talking about granddaughters.
Okay.
So my son and I, we figured this out about granddaughter number 3. She's, she just turned 1, and she's a real tough crowd, to get her to smile and laugh and that kind of stuff. She's always just kind of got this look on her face. Okay?
Yeah.
But when you're feeding her, she's so content, but it's like it's like you're an object to her. You're just the feeder.
Okay.
Okay. It's like Buffalo Bill. This is what we figured out. She's like Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs. All right. You know Buffalo Bill is?
Yeah.
It puts the lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again. Yeah.
Right.
So she's like that. So like you're feeding her. This is how she rolls.
Oh my God.
You're feeding her, and she's looking at you like, "It puts the food in the mouth. It puts the food into my mouth. It puts the food into my mouth." And then, God forbid, if you lag behind, because she goes, "Rah!" She's like, "Put the fucking food in my mouth."
Oh my gosh.
Once we realized that, it's like Thanksgiving took a turn.
Oh no.
So we're doing Buffalo Bill at the kid.
Oh my gosh.
Puts the food into my mouth. It puts the food into my mouth. But tonight we have granddaughter number 2, who's going to be 2 years old in February,
Yeah.
and she's like in the what's that guy's name? Rob Schneider phase of life. She's like the Rich Meister. You know what I'm talking about? Saturday Night Live.
It's not the making copy guys, is it?
Yeah, making copy guys.
Okay.
So I mean, it's like every 30 seconds, it's like, "Papa, Papa, Papa, Papa Lapa Ding Dong, Papa, Papa." Yeah, hi, how you doing? "Papa." Yeah, hi, I'm still here. I'm right next to you.
Oh,
Yeah,
so sweet.
Buffalo Bill and
And the Rich Meister.
Rich Meister. That's what I got. That's what I got on.
Quite a crew.
Yeah, quite a crew.
Yes.
So we're glad to be back for episode 17.
Yes.
I am too. Before we get into it, let's get to the business.
Ooh, okay.
The business. The first thing on the business that I want to do is I want to give a big shout out to Roy Thomas Baker.
Okay.
A shout out for his birthday, but I want to give him just a big shout out for what he does for us on Twitter, because the guy is a retweet phenomenon. But I mean, I really appreciate the fact that he retweets a lot of what we put out there.
Yeah.
I don't know how many followers he has or who follows him or whatever, but how cool is that he recognizes that we're Cars fans and we have a podcast, and boom, he'll retweet it, which I think is very nice.
It's very, very cool.
Yeah. So a big shout out to Roy. Roy, I don't think you're listening to our little podcast, but if by chance you are, I appreciate you. and what you do for us, for the little people.
Big fella. Thanks a lot, big fella. That's my
The
message.
little people, yep.
Well, that would be my question too, is do you think he listens? Do you think he actually listens to the episodes? I'm
You
so
know,
curious.
I don't know. I
So,
really don't know. I wouldn't expect him to, because I think he's probably a really busy guy
right.
and doesn't have time for that. But then the realization that if he did, was like terribly, terribly bored and decided, "Yeah, I'm gonna give a listen." I mean, how far would he get with us? I don't, I don't
10
know.
minutes.
I don't know. Yeah, 10 minutes or so. Yeah.
Well, but see, on the other hand, I think, well, he wouldn't retweet it as often as he does because I think, wouldn't he want to hear what it's about so he's not endorsing something?
Well, that's true, because we could be like some satanic cult who uses the cars in our rituals for all he knows. So yeah,
Yeah.
you think he'd want to listen in.
You'd
I
think,
think
yeah,
you're
just
right.
to make sure we're on the right track. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Good old
Well,
RTB.
anyway, we appreciate him.
We sure do.
Oh, and the other thing is for you people, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I made up a new address for our YouTube channel instead of all that, YouTube /23468/ that big long URL. We've got it down to bit.do, okay? bit.do
I like that.
/Night Thoughts.
Bit.do. I like it.
bit.do /Night Thoughts.
That's
And boom,
perfect.
that'll take you right to the YouTube channel where you can subscribe. I think we have like 20 something subscribers,
Yeah.
but if you knock me and you out, it's probably more like 19.
Yeah. And Nick's 6 channels. And
Yeah. Oh, is that what's happened?
I think
Oh,
in reality,
man.
we're closer to 4.
We're like 10. We have 4 subscribers. Oh, well, we try. We try. And it's going along as well as the tpublic.com /user/night thoughts for those podcast t-shirts that people are just picking up like crazy,
left and right.
left and right. They're going so fast we have to buy them for Nick. It's not been like Nick asked for one. We just had to get him one.
Well, and let's plug it this way though. There's more than just podcast t-shirts on there. There's some unique graphics that you're not going to find anywhere else on very cool t-shirts, and the shirt quality is great.
Yeah,
Christmas
I do love the shirt quality.
Yeah, Christmas is coming up.
But here's the funny thing about TeePublic though.
What?
Their shirts are always $14. They're always $14 freaking dollars.
Yes.
And then they'll come up with these sales. Big sale! $14 t-shirts. Dude, that's not a sale.
Did you see that they totally had wasn't that their Black Friday sale?
Black Friday,
Was the same-
$14 t-shirts. They're always
same
fucking
price.
$14. What is wrong with you people?
Oh my goodness.
A little bit of brain damage there in TeePublic, but I appreciate what they do.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
oh, and also I forgot to ask, because I didn't get any feedback on this from the Twitter folk. What did you think of my Stephen Colbert challenge that I put?
Are you asking me specifically?
Yeah.
I love it. Love it.
He didn't even respond to it.
Stunned, actually, but
I think Stephen might realize that he could lose that coveted statue.
yeah,
Should he gain it?
I think you scared him. Yeah.
He did. I
I
scared the crap out of Stephen Colbert.
I believe you did. I'm sure you did, actually. Who is this guy?
Well, the reason why I did that is he had like a Star Wars contest deal with God, what is his name? The Daily Show guy.
No,
John, that's terrible. I can't remember his name.
I don't even have a clue.
Well, anyway, Colbert used to be on the Daily Show
Okay.
with the main host, whose name I can't seem to remember, and they had a Star Wars competition with each other. Who was the bigger Star Wars fan and so forth. So that's where that came from. I'm like, hey, man, Steven said that the cars were huge for him.
Yeah. How
So-
big?
And so it's like, how big, Steven? Hop in.
You want to go toe to toe over it, Betty?
That's right. You want to go? You want to go? You want to go, Colbert? That's what it's all about.
There you go.
So
There
we'll
you
see
go.
how that goes. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, that cracked me up. That was unique. That was definitely unique.
Well, segueing into that, we're talking social media, and that is the topic tonight for episode 17 is
Yes.
the car's official.
Yes.
Everything the car's official on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and even their own website.
Their own website. Okay, well, here's my disclaimer before we get too far. I got no notes on this topic. You and I have discussed it casually and several times, and so I've got my opinions, but I understand that you've got pages and pages of data that you're going to be rifling through.
Basically, you're giving a disclaimer because you're a slacker.
Oh, no, I meant a slacker. Hey, do we need to revisit what a slacker looks like? Remember when I had to smack your hands with the rulers several times in the last episode? Yeah. So so listen, Curry, I just take it easy on insults there.
All right.
No, actually, I'm looking forward to this topic a lot because, like I said, it is something we've discussed, and I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Well, just to give you a little background on all the cars' social media.
Okay, wait. I think it's becoming like part of our shtick now for me to interrupt you at least once in an episode. So, sorry. But I do want to say, and this is kind of social media related because this is our friend from our Facebook group, the Night Thoughts podcast group. Happy birthday to Harold. It's Harold's birthday.
Oh, Harold. Yes, I forgot about Harold's birthday.
It's Harold's birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Harold. Happy birthday to you. There you go, Harold. Not many people get that, man.
Nice. It wasn't quite Marilyn Monroe and John Kennedy, but that was good. Nice.
Happy birthday.
Mr. President.
I should have done that in the as they have on the karaoke in the oh God, I'm at a loss for words. In the style of the Cars.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
We'll
have to find that. Anyway, happy birthday, Harold.
Happy birthday.
I hope you're listening. If you're not, I hope it's because you're doing something more fun than this, which I'm sure that's not a long list.
We hope somebody got you a Night Thoughts podcast shirt for your birthday.
Ooh, yeah, it should have been us.
Mm-hmm. Should have been us. Yeah.
It should have been us. Yeah. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
All right. So here's what the Cars official have.
All right.
The biggie is Facebook. Facebook has over 1 million followers.
Yes.
What I wouldn't do to have a quarter of that.
Oh, I know.
Hell, a tenth of that.
Yeah.
1 million followers on Facebook. The Cars official has, and they started that up in November 2009.
Yes. In fact, almost, isn't it? It's like almost 1.2, right? It's so almost 1.25 million.
Yep, 1.25 million.
All right.
Next biggest is YouTube.
Okay.
Their YouTube channel, and they have 7.4K subscribers on YouTube.
Okay.
And that was started in January 2013.
Okay.
Is when they started that channel up. And then next would be Instagram, which is weird because I have Instagram, but I just don't do Instagram much.
I never go to Instagram.
But well, you know what Instagram is. It's just where people just post everything they already post on Facebook and it goes there too.
Yeah.
But Instagram, they have 4.2K followers, and they started that up in January 2016.
Okay.
So almost 2 years ago. And then coming in dead last, my neck of the woods, Twitter. They have their Twitter account, which they started in January 2016, and they've got 3.5K for followers. So Facebook, the biggie.
Okay.
So we can start at the bottom. We can start at the top. Your call, Donna.
Well, hang on. And then you had mentioned too, they also have their own website. I mean,
Yes.
obviously we have no data on people there, but they have their own website,
Yes.
cars.org or carsorg dot
It's thecars.org
the
because
cars.org.
probably some auto dealer has thecars.com.
Uh,
I don't even what would come up if you put that in thecars.com.
nah.
Probably porn.
Ah, yeah.
Probably mater porn.
Yeah.
Ma-
Mater. Shoot.
Shoot. I don't know you that well, ma'am. Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah, so
goodness.
thecars.org, and they set that up. I don't know an exact date,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure they set that up right when Move Like This was starting to get going.
Okay.
So like 2000, probably 2010, 2009, 2010, probably around the same time as Facebook would be my guess
Okay. Okay.
that they set that up. Um, so let's start with the website
Okay.
because it's kind of interesting.
Okay.
They set it up to promote Move Like This.
Uh-huh.
And it's, you go to it, it's got, videos, it has a little bit of a bio, press, that kind of stuff. But usually, basically, it's used for promotion,
Okay.
promotion of new albums. That whenever they've posted stuff on it, when the greatest hits came out, when um, not the anthology, but the Electra years came out, those are all biggies.
Right.
And they send out their little newsletter. You can sign up for their email list, and it's kind of like that, that postcard that everybody posts. I think Dante
Yeah, Dante had
posted
one.
his postcard because we got to mention Dante every podcast too.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
how's it going, Dante?
Hey,
Um,
Dante.
so it's kind of like that postcard because you put your email address and then you're thinking I'm gonna get some super secret cars info, and then you get it's a damn commercial. They're sending commercials. Son of a bitch. The crummy commercial.
Like in A Christmas Story when he gets the decoder ring and he thinks it's going to be some secret message from Orphan Annie, and it's an ad for the whatever chocolate
Ovaltine. Make
Ovaltine. That's
sure
right.
to drink your Ovaltine.
He's totally like SOP.
Yeah. And
Okay, go
so,
ahead.
but here's the interesting part. Do you want to know, Donna, who
Yes.
registered that name, thecars.org?
Yes.
Do you want to know, Georgie? Do you, George?
Tell
Do
me,
you want to
tell me.
know? Georgie, do you want to know?
Your little companion on the bus, was that right?
Because this blows my mind. First of all, that domain name was registered in 2003.
Okay.
All right?
2003.
It was
okay.
registered in 2003, and it was registered by Mr. David Robinson.
Wow. David Robinson, the drummer?
No, the basketball player.
Hey, I'm just checking.
It's like,
Fact checker.
holy crap. Yeah, by David Robinson, 2003. So,
Interesting.
yeah, I think that's very interesting that he was thinking that far ahead and he decided to do it and so forth. So you can find out stuff like that with the, I think it's the Who Is website. You can type in any domain name and it'll tell you when it was originated and who owns it, and in case you want to buy it from them.
Right.
You know.
Okay, but so do you think I'm not sure how far ahead to get in certain discussions, because of course as we're talking I have all sorts of little thoughts and opinions and questions. Do you think that David actually maintains that website, or do you know? Do you think did he just, I'm curious, did he just register it and then go here to the management, here, I got it signed up for you, go? Or do you think he has a finger in that little pie?
You know, I really have no idea because the whole Cars Official lineup on social media, on the internet is a big mystery box to me.
Yeah.
It's an enigma. I can't figure out where they're coming from. I can't figure out who's doing what. So, who knows?
Yeah.
It, I don't know if Dave is set up as, the artistic director, kind of the group
Ah, yes,
and,
the visual.
and yeah, visual and so forth and does that, who knows? Um, but, I know some of the layout of how it goes just from stuff that I discovered, and I'll, discuss that when we get into
Okay.
the other social media platforms. But,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
I would like to think that he was just thinking ahead as far as, um, we need to be out there. We need to be on the internet. So says the guy who won't accept a friend request. He's got like 5,000 friend requests from the Fanorama that are just sitting there.
You know he does.
Just, just let him sit there. Yeah.
They're fine.
What the hell? So,
Um, well, I was trying to think if anything was going on in 2003 with them. Was it? I mean, it's not the anthology. That's not when the anthology was released. It's not when the deluxe edition was released. When was Unlocked released? Do you,
I don't know.
I will look it up. Because I'm wondering if it was an out of the blue thing or if it was. What are you laughing
Yeah.
at?
I'm laughing at your typing sound.
Oh, you know what?
It's just-
Hey,
It's like it sounds like you're getting mauled by a herd of rats.
I think that's just you hearing it. I don't think when I listened to one of the other podcasts, it wasn't. I couldn't
Mhm.
hear myself. Ooh, the
Oh,
car's
so
unlocked.
now I just sound like an idiot because I'm laughing at nothing. Is what
Exactly.
you're telling me.
Exactly.
Got it. All right.
Hey,
I can.
you might not have heard me, but I was typing a minute ago, and
Hmm.
I typed in thecarsunlocked.com,
Hmm.
and it's a whole new website.
Really,
It's
they've
its own.
redone it.
Well, redone it. I mean,
It.
there's thecars.org. This is a
Yeah.
website called thecarsunlocked.com.
Yeah, I knew about that. That's
Oh,
been.
did you? Oh, I didn't know about it.
You weren't. Yeah, yeah.
No, it's awesome. Look at
So when
this.
did it come out?
Oh, I guess I should figure that out. I don't know. Go ahead and keep talking anyway. Um, that was just
So
my side question is wondering if it was an out of the blue decision to open the cars.org or if it was tied to some other media event that they were doing.
yeah, no clue. It,
Yeah.
it might it might have had something to do with, well, who knows how far in advance um, these guys are planning things.
Right.
Think about the period of time from when we heard about Rick getting all the old footage together and so forth and so on, and then when we actually got it in the Cars Unlocked. I mean, there was a big period of time there that went by.
Right.
Because originally his son was working on it, and then you just didn't hear anything about it anymore. It's like, what the hell happened?
Right.
uh, so and Rick still um, has stuff from his solo career that he was going to title Different Times
Mm-hmm.
that we've never seen as of
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
So
Well, and in that recent, see now I'm in a rabbit trail again, sorry, but in a recent interview with him when he was doing his art exhibit, he made a comment about he's planning to do some other stuff with unreleased solo things, I think. Is that what you're referring to?
yes,
Oh, because then there was one in
yeah,
the
but that
past that
goes
he
all the way
mentioned.
back to the Frozen Fire
Yeah,
list.
yeah, I was thinking
and
those were two
and
different things.
when he first put out his when Rick first put out his own website,
Okay.
uh, that was on there. That
Okay.
they had like little clips from the forthcoming Different Times, and yeah, and it just
Hmm.
never materialized.
Okay. Well, The Cars Unlocked was the video was put out in 2006. So, and then before that, they put out the Cars Live DVD in 2000. So, I mean, I'm not seeing anything hooked to around 2003. So, yeah, it must have just been
Yeah.
foresight, I
Hmm.
guess.
Awesome.
Um, okay, so sorry to get off track. Go ahead.
All right. So from there, like so they set that up around 2010. Um, let's go to Twitter.
Okay.
I'm starting from the bottom up.
Okay.
So Twitter, but Twitter, man, if there's anything that was a big disappointment to me, it was when the cars came on Twitter, because when it first came out that they were on Twitter, I was like, holy shit, this is big. Twitter's my area, and I was like, this is going to be fantastic.
Right.
And they quickly gained a lot of followers. Probably that 3.5K that they gained is all they've ever gained. They've never gotten any larger, and basically, I think because they really don't do a whole lot on Twitter. So they like, the first year and a half or so, they didn't do, I think their first tweet that they did was, they posted a video, and it was touch and go from the Fridays episode. They posted that video, and then after that, it was just promotional stuff.
And even then, not very much, right?
Not very often, no. They had, and the other thing I remember is one of their early tweets was they did a contest for UK fans only, and it was the debut album colored vinyl. And you retweet this and blah blah blah. I never even saw a winner.
They never followed up.
They never. I don't know if they just never picked a winner, or if they just messaged him and said, "Hey, you win," but never posted about it. But it was just there, and it's like, "Hey, okay." But they've gone through, and they do their promotions for the Electra years and the greatest hits and Record Store Day and the expanded editions and so forth. But it's a very low key kind of thing. It's been something that as I've complained about on Twitter for quite a while. Like, come on, at the Cars Band, let's be a little more interactive here. And they've really never, gotten past that. I don't know, obviously they don't think it's a big thing, but Twitter is a big thing.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, to me, that's most noteworthy is, so they opened in January of 2016. They've had 49 tweets.
49 tweets. But here's the interactive part, though. They've, okay, let's take Roy Thomas Baker, for example. I'm hearing an echo, by the way, which is why I'm kind of stopping.
Gotcha.
Okay. Roy Thomas Baker is interactive. I know he's interactive because he's retweeting what we're doing, or he's liking what we do.
Right.
The Cars Official on Twitter has liked 10 things in 2 years. 10 things. And amazingly enough, I'm one of the 10, and I can't even remember what it was they liked that I put out there. Oh, I know what it was. It was something for the Rock Hall this year.
So it was very recent.
Yeah, very recent. They liked it. And I just about crap my pants. It's like, holy mackerel.
In fact, it's the most recent thing that they liked. I've got it pulled up right here.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, the Cars Night spot. It's a Rock Hall graphic. Yeah.
So, that's not very interactive.
No.
And that's what Twitter is about. I think, Twitter is about bridging that gap between fans and whatever, their fandom is. And, like, to give you an example, Star Wars. I know I talk about Star Wars a lot, but, the official Star Wars will retweet people. The official Star Wars will like things that you put out there. They're basically, saying to the fans, hey, we're watching, we're paying attention.
Right,
and
we hear you.
Whereas the Cars Twitter, it's just, don't know what the deal is. But, back probably a year ago, I guess it was, when I was really heavy into bitching about it.
Right.
On Twitter.
Trying to get a response.
At that time, here was my thinking. My thinking was, okay, I've got the cars that are out there, and I know Rhino is out there on Twitter.
Yes.
Well, Rhino owns, a majority of the car's catalog. Rhino must be running the car's Twitter. That was my thinking on it. And so I was, constantly tagging Rhino and verbally abusing Rhino and so forth. I sent 2 emails to Rhino, no response whatsoever. And they're not like they were scathing emails. They were like, "Hey guys, I'm a big fan, blah blah blah. I really like to see the cars, be more interactive. Do you need somebody? Because I'll do it. I'll do it for free. If you guys want to do it, but no response whatsoever. Well, come to find out, when I was going through all of my stuff with the page that shall not be mentioned
Yes.
on Facebook, that OK Management, the secretary or the administrative assistant, whoever you want to word it,
Title
was
it,
the
yeah.
person who was in charge of the social media. And I
Oh.
can't remember her name. Diane, maybe?
Okay.
I can't remember. But she's in charge of the Facebook. She's in charge of the Twitter. So as I was saying to the peeps on the page that shall not be mentioned, I was voicing my displeasure with Twitter, and they're saying, "Well, Rhino doesn't run Twitter. Rhino, OK Management runs Twitter. It's Denise or whatever her name is runs that." I'm like, holy crap! No wonder they ignored me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you think they would have been nice and said, "Hey, pal,
Yeah, it's not us.
guess what? It's not us. Yeah, it's not us who's running it." So, that's probably a large part of the problem that the Cars organization has with running a Twitter. It's still being run probably by that same person. 10 likes in 2 years, you're not having somebody who is manning that page, looking at it every day. And if there is somebody, they don't have the clearance to have any interaction with anybody.
Right.
It's heavily guarded, or the person who's running it is under somebody else's thumb, would be my guess.
Right. I look as we're talking, I've got the Twitter page open, and I was looking at those 10 likes, and you, my friend, you have 20% of their likes because they liked 2 things that you did. Do you know
What was
that?
the other?
The other one was, and this is just so exciting to me.
Was it that tweet that said, "I'm done with this shit"?
No.
Oh.
No, remember last year, this is so exciting for me to remember this because it was so cool. Remember when Rhino Records did that ornament contest and you made the Candio Christmas ornament?
Yeah. Did they like that?
They liked it. They liked your reply to the contest, or your reply to something, because it says the Cars Night Spots replying to Rhino Records, and it's a picture of your ornament, and you wrote "Purple Hum assorted cars, Christmas lights you bring." And Rhino had retweeted that, and so they liked Rhino's retweet of your ornament.
Ah, okay. So I've been noticed twice. All right.
20%.
Yeah.
Good
and
numbers.
and the prize package that I got on that was a bunch of albums, bunch of vinyl.
You're really gonna scratch this wound. Go ahead.
No, I'm not.
No, go.
A bunch of vinyl albums that I just got rid of like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
I have a buddy who collects vinyl. And yeah, I know what you're referring to, Donna. You're referring to the turntable cover.
Oh, that's the object that shall not be named. We have the website that with
Donna.
Facebook.
Donna.
Oh, I wanted it so bad, David.
But you didn't. What I don't know what to tell you. Charity.
I know you don't.
Pancreatic cancer.
I gave out of my pocket for that thing. I wanted the turntable cover. I could handle losing it, but I wasn't given a fair shake. That's what really sticks in my craw. I wasn't given a fair shake.
But you know how the public is. That's why they say employees of the Disney company and their family members are not eligible.
I don't want to go around about this again, Dave, but
So you just be bitter, Donna. You just be bitter.
Yes, well. Anyway.
Did you ever figure out who the winning bidder was?
No, I didn't.
Good.
No, I'm
Good,
not.
because I don't want you hounding and harassing them.
Hey, I believe in fair play. I didn't even try. I didn't even put out any feelers. I didn't do any of my investigative work like I usually do when something
You didn't put stuff out
weird.
like, I'll trade you some Huckleberry Taffy for that.
No,
Big bag.
I didn't do anything to try to figure it out because they got it fair and square. You, sir, you're the one I have the beef with.
All right. Good enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so the contest was awesome. I think we need to, in fact, I'm going to retweet this original post of yours just to bring it back up again in the Twitter feed because that ornament was awesome, and we need to post it on the Night Thoughts group.
Oh, yeah. Save that picture.
Oh yeah.
And send it to me.
Yeah. Oh my. Okay, go ahead.
There's so many things that I've done in the past. I don't. I used to keep source files for everything that I do.
Yeah.
And probably in the last couple years, I've just kind of been like, okay, I'm gonna create it and not save anything. I just create it, post it, and put it out there. And then I realized, oh crap, I would really like that picture. Well, with the action of scrolling through my entire Twitter feed over the past however many years to find the picture again. So yeah, that would be one that I want to have and repose. So do me a favor and save that sucker and send it my way.
Yes, will do for sure.
All right. So the car's Twitter. So from there, we go to next in line, drum roll, Instagram.
What? I don't understand Instagram.
Instagram is just it's pictures and videos and a lot of ads. People trying to sell you stuff.
Yeah, it just seems so. I just don't. It's so superfluous to me. I don't even understand why would you need to go to Instagram if you have Facebook or Twitter?
Well,
I mean, I just don't get it.
Like I said, a lot of people have it set up so that whenever they post to Facebook, or I'm sorry, it's the other way around. When they post to Instagram, it'll automatically post on their Facebook feed. So you've got that double thing going there. So I can look at Instagram and I can see all of the things that my friends have already posted on Facebook.
Okay.
But from what I gather, and I may be wrong here because I'm not a big Instagram person, I think Instagram is like the biggie for your celebrities to post stuff. That like the Kardashians or I don't think the Kardashians do much Twitter, but they do the Instagram. So they do the and all that kind of and Instagram has all the filters.
All the silly stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they have all that. So that's what I think Instagram's about. But the cars on Instagram is not any different than what they post on Twitter or on Facebook for that matter.
Okay.
Pretty much everything you see posted on the other social media outlets, you can look for it and it'll be on Instagram too. But a lot of companies do that. Star Wars does that.
I just don't get it.
It goes every place. But realize there's people who are just Instagram people.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
That may have been their first exposure to the social media, and they just kind of stick with it.
Right.
Same way we can't get people on Twitter.
Right. That's true. Yeah. Because you really once you get into the social media world through one doorway, you stay on that path. I mean, you just kind of do. It becomes your go-to.
And there's a lot of people who don't understand Twitter. It frightens them. It confuses and frightens them. And I think I've said before where I can tell when people have crossed over from Facebook to Twitter.
Right.
And God bless them to follow me, because that'll be the person with no profile picture.
Right.
And they'll have they're following 10 people and they've got no followers.
Right.
And I'll follow. I follow everybody that follows me. So, it's like, God bless you.
Yeah.
Because, I post different stuff on Twitter than we post on the Night Thoughts Facebook page.
Right.
So that's the thing there. But that's the the thing that really kind of makes me feel bad. There's people missing out on a lot of stuff. Um, I know you kind of encourage me to post stuff that I've posted on Twitter, on the Night Thoughts page, but I'm just not much of a Facebook person when it comes to posting because it's such a pain in the rump, especially
See,
to post GIFs or GIFs if you're one of those people.
don't.
Um,
Gosh, you are pushing my buttons tonight, buddy. What is the deal?
what?
You know I don't like when people say GIFs.
It pushes the Donna's buttons. It pushes the Donna's buttons. Stop fucking pushing my buttons.
Clarice. Yeah, anyway, go ahead. Oh, well, I know what I was going to say is that, yeah, because I started in Facebook and then joined in on Twitter. You started on Twitter and kind of joined in on Facebook. So for me, Facebook is my first, So when you post awesome stuff on Twitter, and then I'm like, Dave, you have to post that in the group. And you're kind of like, whatever, rumble, rumble, rumble.
Well, it's a pain in the butt to post stuff. Well, like for example, like I was saying with the GIFs, if I want to post a GIF on our page, I have to upload it to Giphy. I have to get the
Link.
URL for the GIF, the link, and then I have to post the link. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work.
I know.
And I mean, such a pain. And so some of the GIFs that I make, or I make them on my phone. I'm just sitting there out of boredom. I make a GIF on my phone, and it's on my phone, so I just post it right to Twitter.
Right.
If I want to post it to Facebook, I've got to literally send it to myself, pull it up on my laptop, go to Giphy on my laptop, upload it to Giphy, get the link, go back to Facebook, post the link, and then it doesn't work.
All right, I see what you're saying.
Ugh. But the other
Wait. I only make my GIFs in Giphy. You make them. You have something else on your computer. You can make a GIF on your computer.
Oh yeah, I can
or on your
use
phone.
Photoshop. Oh yeah, I've got.
Yeah,
There's all kinds of apps to do everything.
Right.
And me using Photoshop, you can make GIFs, all the other stuff that I usually make in Photoshop. But the thing about it is now is that there are apps, and very high quality apps, that you can get Photoshop quality images out of it. It's just that the catch with it is that you're using your little finger on a touch screen to do everything.
Right.
And that's a lot different than using a stylus pen on a pad with your laptop, or using your cursor or your mouse or whatever on a computer. Big difference there. So
Okay.
you sometimes don't get the results, but yeah, you can. I make GIFs on my laptop with Photoshop.
Huh. Yeah, I always go to Giphy. I'm technologically challenged.
Yeah,
Anyway,
So,
okay.
but
Go ahead.
the thing about not posting GIFs on Facebook is, with the problems that I've had with people, and well, I won't say people,
No.
because I always say, take what you want.
Right.
But some people just jack your stuff when you tell them not to.
Right.
And that's the other thing. If I post a GIF on Facebook, the page that shall not be named can follow that link and download that GIF and then use it. If I
Right.
put the GIF on Twitter, they can't download it.
Right.
They have no way to get it.
Right.
So that's the other thing behind that.
Right. There's a difference between having it be used as a GIF and having it be used as a salad topping.
Yeah. Well, I should say there is another person out there, and I wasn't very happy about it, I'll be honest, that took one of my, tried to download one of my GIFs. And then if you try to download a GIF, you're just going to get one still image from that GIF.
Okay.
If you try to do it the wrong way. And that person did that, and then they glittered the fuck out of it. And with one of those online things, I'm like, holy crap. and
Yes.
it might be a nice person or whatever, but it's like, oh, geez, I hate to
Uh,
see that, you
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and I don't think people understand, one of the reasons behind that is if I'm spending hours on something, on creating something, it is just like a punch in the gut to see somebody take those hours that you put into something and glitter the fuck out of it, and then post it, and it looks, like crap. The resolution's all screwed up, and it's a graphics thing. It's a
Yeah.
graphics person pet peeve kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense.
yeah.
Okay, so Insta,
Instagram.
yeah.
Yeah. So not much to say about Instagram.
Yeah, because like you
Um,
said, it's pretty much duplicate of stuff you'll find everywhere else, yeah?
yeah.
For the
Yeah.
cars.
And actually, I skipped YouTube. I should have said YouTube next with their 7.4K subscribers starting in January 2013.
Well, wait, how many did Insta have? 4,000, right?
Yeah.
So, you're doing the right order, because remember you're going lowest
Oh,
to,
I'm going down. Oh,
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
So no, so we're on to YouTube, yeah.
I'm easily confused. It's the end of the week.
Oh, well,
Yeah, so YouTube. YouTube I like.
yes.
I like YouTube. Um, and that's well, I'm probably, well, let's face it, our last two that we're going to be talking about, YouTube and Facebook, is where the cars organization shines. Um, as far as what they put out and so forth. I think they put most of their effort into YouTube and Facebook. Um, and it's funny because originally, Rhino, has their channel on YouTube, and they would post all the car stuff. And it's kind of, I think Rhino still has stuff by the cars on their channel, but when the cars made up their own channel, the focus kind of went away from Rhino into the cars organization themselves.
Okay.
But they've really stepped it up. They've a lot of those videos that you could only find that some third party uploaded, like a shitty copy off of VH1 or something of like You Are the Girl.
Right.
That was always a big one. You couldn't find a good quality version of that on YouTube, and then just recently, the cars uploaded that. And so you've got a nice high quality without the VH1 logo in the corner, and
Right.
I can't remember what else they uploaded. Panorama
Hmm.
they uploaded recently.
Yeah, I mean, I
Uh,
think they've been adding, yeah, kind of slowly adding all of their official videos to their channel.
yeah, and the interviews that come out, they've posted those on there.
Hmm.
Uh, so they're in the right place. I think they probably made that move because they knew that Night Thoughts, the number one longest running podcast about the cars, was going to YouTube.
I think, yes, I think they're shadowing us.
Yeah.
Which
Which
makes
by the
sense.
way,
Yeah.
oh yeah. What do you think the Cars official, whoever's running or whatever, would think of our podcast?
What do I think they would think of I think, I don't know, because, I can't even, I'm just sure that anybody who listens to this podcast is just shaking their heads going, what? You guys just like to listen to yourselves yammer.
It's a conversation between fans.
See,
That's what this
which,
podcast is all about, and stupid shit by me.
I don't know. I would hope that they would think it was, good, that it was, I would hope that they would feel like we were representing the band well. You know what I mean? That we weren't embarrassing them or the band, that they could go, yeah, there's a podcast about us. It's all right. That's the minimum I hope for.
Yeah. Well, I think about other fandoms, and there's many fandoms that have just thousands of podcasts about them, and
Right.
people can't pick and choose or whatever. I would hope that we've found an audience at this
Right.
point, however small it is. If you look at views of our podcast, I think probably the most we're getting is like 100 and something.
Because
views.
do you still see the stats on Blog Talk? I was going to ask you, are people still
Oh,
clicking on Blog Talk?
yeah, people are still clicking on Blog Talk.
So that's good. So between Blog Talk and
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah,
Yeah.
fuck Blog Talk. But yeah, so they are. Um, I would prefer for people to go to YouTube. I think it's a much better experience on YouTube than Blog Talk.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, Thanks to Nick.
Yes.
And so, but I think the Cars official, if they listen to us, they would. I'm sure there'd be some things that they're not happy about that we talk about. For example, the fact that they're not doing very well on Twitter. um, that they need to interact more. Those kinds of things.
Right.
In in anything that's negative that we've talked about, I'm sure they're not going to be real keen on, but we talk about it to make a point.
Right.
I think we've got a great fandom, and um, our the fans deserve more than they're getting.
Right.
And that's not to compare the Cars to any other bands and how their social media things are run, but let's face it, you could pick any other band through any decade, and I guarantee you their social media is being run better than the Cars
Right. Right.
for the most part. So,
Well,
you know,
I gotta wonder. I mean, again, we've talked about this a little bit before. You look at the big picture of the Cars' track record as a band, and however much that weighs on the shoulder of management versus the band members themselves, they have never seemed to be a band that jumped out in front of the music world and said, "Hey, look at us." They have not been huge on memorabilia. We've talked about that before. They were not big tour. They were not a huge tour band. They just weren't. Even radio or interviews on television shows, and they were Saturday Night Live a couple of times, but were they on Letterman? Were they on? There's all sorts of avenues that they weren't. They have not seemed very very active about keeping themselves in the public eye, and so in some ways their social media presence fits right in with that history of their level of activity.
yeah, I can agree with that. But on the other hand, no matter what the band thinks, the band still has corporations, I guess that'd be the right word, like Rhino behind them who are selling their albums.
Right.
And money is the key. And I'm sure every one of the band members, would agree that, hey, it'd be nice. It's nice selling albums.
Right.
With the new stuff coming out and so forth, that your increased interaction with, the public out there is going to increase your sales.
Right.
And if you're kind of being ho-hum about it, you're not doing yourself any favors.
True. Yeah, very true.
Sending out an email to people who signed up for an email list, or posting on your Facebook page to the people who are just following it but maybe not even paying attention, is not going to get you more sales, but building excitement for the band,
right,
and having that presence across all of social media is going to get you record sales.
Right.
A good point. And I know you brought it up before, when Brain Dead, the TV show, came out,
yes,
and you might think was getting played like crazy. Brain Dead, the Twitter page for Brain Dead had a lot of people, going through there, and you would think that would be something that the Cars official would really play up. They didn't mention it once.
Right. Yeah, they were silent,
once.
Completely silent.
Totally.
Yes.
It's like, what are you thinking? But you know that the Cars had to benefit from album sales from that show.
Right. Yeah.
I can remember people, posting in the Brain Dead thread saying, "Oh, I got to pick that song up now. I got to get that song. It's song stuck in my head now. I got to get that song. Hey, the
Yeah.
Cars. Yeah, I remember them. I'm really getting back into them, and so forth and so on."
And here you've
Um,
got then this whole new generation of viewers too. The young ones going, "Hey, who's that? Who's that band? What's that song?"
yeah,
And exploring. And so you've got the potential for a whole new addition to the fan base if you keep drawing them in or respond to them, encourage them. Yes, this is the Cars. Check out the whole
yeah,
album. It's great. It's not just this one song, whatever. Um,
yeah,
yeah, there's a
and
huge missed opportunity there, in my opinion.
yeah. Well,
Definitely.
even with their recent releases,
Mm-hmm.
with the greatest hits and the Electro Years and so forth, um, who bought those albums? Probably your hardcore fans, because they didn't stretch out any farther on those, or like the Agora when
Mm-hmm.
they released that. Um, the hardcore fans snapped it up, but I don't think anybody beyond that did. I'd be
Right.
interested to see what the album sales were.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And here's the other thing. Okay, you've got um, my mind's just racing now with all of my my high and mighty opinions. Um, you've got bands doing covers, and I'm thinking in particular, I stumbled across Smashing Pumpkins, their cover of what's the cover of?
You're All I've Got
You're
Tonight.
All I've Got Tonight. I'm in the middle of working on an article for my blog. I have a
You have a
blog.
blog?
I do. We need to talk about the blog. And
Wow.
I am in the middle of working on an article for that, so I'm researching everything that has to do with that song, and I come across this Smashing Pumpkins version and find out that that was actually in a movie, although also, by the way.
Really?
And
What movie?
I'm not going to tell you.
Or,
You have to read my article
where am I going
and
to read the article?
when I post it on the blog.
Oh, you have a
Oh,
blog?
I do have a blog. In fact, it's sweetpurpletune.wordpress.com.
You only get to say that once per show.
No.
All
Hey,
right.
I'm the producer now. I can control the sound. I can
Oh,
say what I want.
how much the power has changed.
I know.
And
Heavy
you
lies
wonder
the crown.
and you wonder why I don't share my show notes with you. Fine.
No, no, no. Anyway, so it's part of the movie. So, I mean, and so you go to the Smashing Pumpkins video, and oh gosh, Tina posted recently too, this kind of punk band, some their own punk song, but they had a T-shirt on of the Cars. The lead singer was wearing a Cars T-shirt. I mean, there's all these little teeny avenues that are grippable of this to be able to promote the Cars to this young set of listeners
Hmm.
who are they're consuming new stuff all the time. They want to hear this stuff, and so they'll go like the Smashing Pumpkins one. Wow, that's a great song. Yeah, it's a cover of the Cars. Really, and then they're wanting to check out that album. Or I mean, there's opportunities all over the place. You
Hmm.
just have to have somebody spending the time pursuing these things and taking a hold of what's out there.
I agree totally. So let's segue into Facebook.
Okay.
They started up in 2009 before Move Like This came out. Their first post. Have you ever looked to see what the first post is for the Cars Official on Facebook?
Okay, wait. Okay, here goes my wait again. I know I got to stop saying that.
Wait, we already said happy birthday, Harold. Happy
Oh,
birthday.
did we already say that? Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait, is that what you were interrupting me for?
listen.
Hey, we can't mention Harold more than Dante. You want to hurt Dante's feelings?
No, of course not. We
I
love
mean,
Dante.
it'll make Harold feel incredibly special on his birthday to say his name, Harold. Harold. Harold.
Hey, Harold. What's
Harold.
up, Harold?
It's funny. My dad's name was Harold, so I sound like my mom right now. Harold.
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 Hey,
Um,
Harold.
Damn it, Harold! What are you gonna do with these boys?
Now that one's a real smart aleck, isn't he?
Yeah, that middle one. That middle one.
Think you're funny, boy?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You had
Okay,
interrupted me, and what?
because are you going to talk about how, and correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there kind of a reset on the Facebook official? Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yes and no.
Okay.
know we had the Cars, that generic thing that Facebook put out, but I don't remember like in a Cars official being there before the Move Like This hype started.
No. I'm talking of recent history. So they had the Cars official page, and
Yeah.
then like a year ago-ish, wasn't okay. So I'm just going to say this out loud, and if we need Nick to edit it out, we can. Didn't they delete? They had some posts, and then they deleted everything.
Yes.
Okay, you remember that? I'm not
And what
crazy.
that was, what they deleted were they had their page set up so that anybody could post on there,
Okay.
and they would post stuff, and they deleted all that out.
So when you're asking me if I know what the first official post was on Facebook, is it
Yes.
really the first official post, or is it the first reset post?
It's
I
the no, it was the first official post
And
that
is
the
it
Cars made, not that a fan made on the page.
okay? So all of the official Cars posts were not deleted, just the fan
No,
stuff. Okay.
just the fan stuff.
Okay. All right. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So
please
the
go on.
first official post was "Happy Birthday, Harold" from the Cars. It was.
Oh, Dave, you got me.
Yeah. No. The first official post was on November 16th, 2009.
Okay.
And it cracks me up that this was their first post. It was a freaking MySpace video.
Of what?
A video from MySpace. It was some performance by the Cars or something. It's still on there. You can look it up.
I will.
But yeah, that's their first post. But their big post, of course, happened in I think it was during the summer,
Yeah,
like a year later or so. But their big post was that photo that they posted with no explanation of Rick, Elliot, Greg, and David in the studio together.
Yes. Yes.
And me seeing that, I was like, what? Why are they posting? I don't get. Holy crap, that's them now.
Yes.
And it's like kaboom. That's when that just flared up. That was a
Set
great
the world,
post.
the Cars world on fire.
Yeah, that was like, whoa, what's going on? Hey, what? Yeah.
And that,
But
see what that generated. I mean, you talk about just the excitement, the interest, just everything. That's the kind of
other internet reporters reported on that.
Right.
How many articles did you read? The Cars official Facebook page posted a picture, blah, 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 blah. What does it mean? Da, 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 da.
Yeah. This, speculation started, and oh my goodness, could this be true? And what, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And that's the kind of thing that needs to be going on. Speaking of that, a recent example of that would be, do you remember at the end of 2016, Elliot was on Twitter and I got 10 minutes, who's got questions? And and someone had asked, because, that's what it was. They had sent out an email saying, watch for new stuff coming in 2017. And that was sort of their cryptic message. And so someone had asked Elliot about it. What does that mean? And so Elliot then gave a few more little sprinklings of mystery, but, keep an eye out. That is the kind of stuff that really gets excitement going. And again, just that speculation, and oh my gosh, the Cars are active, and then it's all eyes on the Cars at that point. What's going to happen?
Yeah,
that kind of stuff is exciting.
Speaking of which, remember we talked about that Greg Hawkes had posted something about Shake It Up and Heartbeat City being released. Well, it should be now.
Yeah. Believe me, I keep an eye out.
But we haven't heard anything.
No, we haven't, and so who knows? Maybe the timeline is goofed up, but because Greg posted that publicly, I believe that there's something to it. Something's in the works. You just know it's coming down. And so,
well, I think it's got to go down
really soon.
Really soon or early 2018 with the 40th anniversary of the debut.
Right.
And I assume if they're going to keep it at like a true 40th anniversary, they're going to wait till June. I think June 6th is when the debut was released.
Anniversary date. Yeah.
So, but it seems like the Cars official, their biggest focus is on Facebook.
Yes.
I think that's probably where they're most comfortable, and it kind of makes sense if if they've got, some kind of administrative assistant or whatever running it,
Right, right,
what are people most comfortable with? They're most comfortable with Facebook.
right.
So, that
And
makes
well,
sense.
and look at the fan base on
Yeah.
Facebook. I mean,
Well, yeah.
it's
1.2 million. Holy shit.
yeah, that's yeah, hugely larger than
Yeah.
I mean, and of course, one thing feeds the other. If they were more of a presence on Twitter, maybe they would have more followers. But when you've
Yeah.
got 1.2 million sitting on your desk at Facebook, you're going to cater to that. You should
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, and they seem to promote, Rick as an
Hmm.
individual. They
Hmm.
promoted his art, and they'll post, his solo stuff videos and things like that.
Hmm.
They do their merch sales. The word merch, that's our
Hey,
fancy word for
yeah, I was going to say,
merchandise.
yeah,
Um, and but they post a lot of stuff that they never post on Twitter.
right.
So they don't kind of follow that. But but when you think about that, though, when you've got 1.2 million followers, and we'll probably be discussing this more, but when all the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame stuff that's going
Hmm.
on now, think
Hmm.
of what power that they are not using with that 1.2 million people for the fan vote.
Yes.
Um, they posted that interview that was done for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think they did it with every band who's nominated.
Yes, yeah.
Um,
I saw that.
but
It's cool.
they could be posting daily. Don't forget to vote. Don't forget to vote. For people who care about the fan vote,
Yeah.
uh, and do that. They could post a lot more for their album releases and so forth. But I think they've even done contests. Yeah, they did do a contest on Facebook.
Did they?
I can't remember what it was, but it was like, something to the effect of, reply to this with your favorite car song or something like that. And the winner got maybe a copy of the Electra Years or something like that.
Okay.
So, they've actually done that kind of stuff.
Right.
But, still they could do, even though it's their main focus, they could do a lot more.
They could do a lot more. I mean, it's more than just that they could do a lot more. If you look at their page, okay. First of all, yes, they, in my opinion, humble as it is, they should be posting a reminder every single day to vote for the Rock Hall. They should. And when was the last time that they posted something about the Rock Hall?
Got me scratching. I do not know.
I was going to say that's not what I want to hear. You keep that to yourself.
But see, everybody reacts the same way to that. It's my head, scratching your head. You got me scratching. We've discussed this before, Donna. I'm not talking about scratching my nether regions.
Okay.
I'm talking about scratching the top of my head.
Right. Okay, good. November 14th, it looks like, was the last time they hashtagged the Rock Hall. They posted the Cars' Complete Greatest Hits recently went platinum, so they posted about that.
Oh.
But that wasn't a Rock Hall thing.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how they blacked out the name on that plaque? Did you
Yeah.
see that?
Yeah,
It's like,
presented
oh,
to.
was it Greg Hawkes? Oh, I don't know. Whose name's under there?
Who?
Well, you know what that tells you? That tells you that went to some administrative person.
Yeah.
When the group, black my name out,
Yeah.
because they couldn't get a picture of like Rick's or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah. It was for the secretary. Good job running
Yeah,
Facebook. We're going to
yeah.
do this. Anyway, November 14th, so 2 weeks ago. And before that, a week? I mean, it's a shame because especially, you look at, and of course, I'm thinking on Twitter is where I look this kind of stuff up. Judas Priest, Bon Jovi's running away with the fan vote, so it's not. But I mean, they are posting all the time, promoting that. And again, I mean, yes, I rein it in because I go back to fan vote really does not amount to a whole lot. Promote the vote, definitely. I want to show that fan support, absolutely. The Cars deserve to be in, no question about it. So, but in reality, the fan vote's not that big of a deal. But it's the whole concept. It's the point that the cars themselves should be encouraging the fans to support the cars.
Yeah.
So, and they've been posting, a few things here with their video, the videos, like you said, in the YouTube channel and things like that. But, they post something and they get thousands of likes on it. They get hundreds of shares within 24 hours. The people are there. They're listening. They're waiting. They're wanting the interaction. It's such a missed opportunity.
Yeah. And see, and the thing about it is that, they are stepping it up, on Facebook and posting a lot more things and getting more into it, which kind of leads me to believe, I wonder if somebody else is taking that over now. Maybe can devote a little bit more time to it.
I honestly think that they're positioning themselves for the 40th anniversary. That either they've said you need to now pay more attention to this, or yes, they've said let's hire somebody, let's put somebody on this, because in a year's time we've got this debut anniversary, and we need an active social media presence. So I mean, I think it's very calculated. That's what it seems like to me. That would be my guess, is that it's a very, very calculated decision. Let's step this up now. And I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of 2018 they disappear again. I mean, I hate to be cynical, but until the next product push comes out,
They are.
You weren't listening to me, were you?
No, I was. They don't try and pull that on me. I lost my train of thought. They're definitely stepping it up and promoting the YouTube channel, promoting things with the rock wall, but not overly promoting it. They're promoting things with Rick and with David, with their art and those kinds of things. Right. The one thing that they're still not doing is interacting with the fans. Right. People who are making comments, they ask questions. Do they ever get answered in those threads? No. Right. If you look at any bit of social media that the cars have, you cannot find any way to message them. The cars.org, there's no contact button on there. Right. The Cars Facebook page, there's not a message button on there. And people might have valid questions that they want to ask, and I don't know how much other bands or celebrities get into stuff like that, or if they hire somebody to do it, but they obviously don't have it within the cars to do that. Right. I don't think it's necessarily that they don't care. I just think they don't have it properly manned to do it. Which is why they could hire us, Donna.
Well, and that's the thing. To me, it has to be a caring thing. I mean, it has to be a measure of how much they care. Because if they really cared about that sort of thing, they would make it happen. And it's not a money thing, because just like you said, I do it for free. We could do it for free.
We'll do it for free.
I'll shut everything else down if you want me to, and I'll channel it all into the cars.
For free, yeah.
For free.
I said that before when I was saying, hey, Rhino, even though you don't really run it, I'll do the cars page. I'll even shut down my own page to do it. Yeah, absolutely. Let me do it, yeah. So, I totally do it.
Yeah, and we're not the only ones. I mean, we are not the mega fans. I'm sure there are other people just like us who would be all over it if they were.
Wait, are you counting hoarders?
I just think it's a measure. If they cared, they'd do it. Not that they don't care at all, but they don't. That it's just not as much of a priority for them to interact. Yeah. Just my 2 cents on that.
Well, I think this is probably a proper time for me to segue into something that I've addressed before. I'm going to address it again since it covers social media.
Uh-oh.
But um, when you're talking about the car's official pages, like I have my Night Spots page on Twitter. I list it as the unofficial, or no, the official unofficial
Right.
Twitter of the cars, and that's a little, my little inside joke.
Right.
I'm the unofficial official. They're the official.
Right.
Okay. Um, so I'm not trying to put one over on people. And I've gotten messages from people saying, "Hey, are you directly connected to the cars, or do you directly work for Rick Ocasek?" And I tell them, no, I'm just a big fan, and
Right.
that's the way it is. So sometimes people mistake my Twitter for the official. But there's two entities out there that people mistake for official, and they don't outwardly say, "Hey, we're not affiliated," or whatever in any shape or form.
Okay.
The first being the page that shall not be mentioned.
Yes.
So I'm going to let you mention it. What's the name of that page that shall not be mentioned that I don't mention?
I believe it is the Cars nomination for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame page. Is that right?
And museum, yes.
Oh, and museum.
So, and that's the one I bitch about having 54K followers or whatever.
Yes.
That's a page that comes off as being official. That's a page that the people in charge have joked about before. "Hey, people think we're the official." That's a page that uses the exact same freaking logo as the official page, but just a different color scheme.
Right.
And I mention it, one, out of just being perturbed at the page, and me, I have my
Personal
history with it and so forth. But the other part of it is, it kind of goes along with the batshit crazy episode. We were talking about people who are outwardly trying to deceive others.
Right.
And that's what this does. You got a big salad running this page, and they think they're the big salad and affiliate or whatever, and they're not crap.
Right.
And so for them to put that page out there and to come off as, quote, official, like an official branch of the Cars who runs their nomination for the Hall of Fame, it's wrong to me. It irks me.
Yeah.
But the sister site to that is the actual petition page, which I think is something like nominate the Cars to the rockhall.org or something like that. And that's where you go, and there's actually a petition there.
Okay.
That you can sign, and I don't know if it's been kept up or not. I haven't visited, whatever. But
Yeah.
that one, tried to come off as official, and yeah, I did work for that one too. And it's not. It's
Right.
not. It's not. What's the word?
Endorsed.
Endorsed. Yeah, it's not officially endorsed.
Right.
But they try to come off as some kind of offshoot of the Cars that's handling that branch for them. We're done with that one.
Yeah. So I'm happy that Cars are stepping up their social media presence. I appreciate it. You talk about if the Cars are listening to this podcast, I hope that they feel the love across the board, because we love the Cars. We love everything the Cars. We keep it real, but we love everything the Cars, and so I love that they're posting stuff, that they're showing up here and there. Great. Please keep it coming, Cars official.
Yep. Hey, and on a side note, on the topic of calling people out, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Carly called me out on if Rick Ocasek put out a Christmas album, would I get it? And it's like, fuck yes.
Yes, I totally
would.
saw that. If I could have just high-fived her, I would have been up top.
If the Cars put out a Christmas album, hell yes, I'd buy it.
I thought that was great.
But as my late wife used to say, Rick Ocasek could put out an album, him farting, and you'd buy it. Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Because it's artistic farts.
Somewhat oblique and cold, but nonetheless.
He's so distant when he farts on stage.
Totally.
Well, that's a good thing.
Oh my gosh. Dave, do not send me down that road. Oh my gosh.
Funny, honey, but you don't care. I'm pretty sure that happened during the Shooby-Doo dance on Fridays. I'm pretty sure. No.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. I am blushing so bad right now. I don't know.
You're blushing over farts. Well,
Maybe it's over Rick's farts.
Rick's farts?
Just discussing it in general. I don't know what it is. I am blushing so bad.
Everybody farts, but Rick Ocasek farts artistically.
Oh my goodness.
There's nothing Rick Ocasek can do that I would be unhappy with. I will admit that.
That's good.
Totally.
Yes. Well, and that reminds me, I do intend to treat myself to a couple of Rick Ocasek solo albums for Christmas. So I'm gonna.
Yay! What ones are you gonna get?
Well, I'm gonna start chronologically. So what's the first one?
All right.
Beatitude. Is that the first one?
Beatitude.
You gotta
Yes.
start in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, someone else had asked me. Had said they could give me suggestions on where to start, and I was like, well, I got a personality problem. I got to start chronologically.
Chronologically,
I got to go from beginning to end. It's just how I am. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm going to do. So.
Well, you can't go wrong wherever you start. Where you're going to have a problem is negative theater.
Okay. Well.
Because that's the one that was, I still don't know the full story behind that, but, he put out Quick Change World in 93.
Okay.
Okay. And even I didn't know about negative theater. Somebody just started mentioning it on the Frozen Fire thing. I'm like, what the hell? What are you talking about? And I guess that, Rick had like the negative theater book and the CD. They were going to come in a package or whatever, and it just didn't happen.
Okay.
I know it was a European thing, but I'm not so sure that what copies are out there were not supposed to be released.
Oh.
I can't remember who it was, of course, but
Yeah.
somebody in the fandom, when they met Rick in '97 during his Troubleizing tour, they brought a copy of Negative Theater for him to sign, and he said Rick looked very puzzled. Like, where the hell did this come from? I mean, this is an officially produced CD.
Huh.
And so he's like, yeah. So I don't know what the full story is other than
Interesting.
it was an European thing, but maybe it wasn't supposed to be released at all. I don't know. But yeah, so you'll have a tough one with that. You can occasionally find that on eBay, but they always ask like $7,500 for it.
Oh, okay.
I was lucky. I got mine for $35, and it was just one of those deals where I bid and nobody else must have caught it or whatever, because that was the opening bid, and I won it with the opening bid. And I was like, holy crap, I couldn't believe it.
Squeaked through,
So,
huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but yeah, you can't go wrong with Rick's solo stuff.
All right. Well, like I said, I'll start at the beginning, and when I run into snags, I'm sure I'll nag you about it and fuss at you.
Hey, at the beginning with the business, I forgot to mention that people can write to us.
Yeah.
They can use that speech to text option.
Right.
If they have any younger children who need to work on their keyboarding skills, they can dictate to their children to send us some kind of message to nightthoughtspodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
We also opened it up to people to ask questions for us on Twitter.
Yes.
And the response was overwhelming. We got 0.
I was like, nuh-uh.
We got 0.
Okay.
I opened it up on our Night Thoughts Facebook page for people to post questions. I'm looking at it right now, and once again, the response is phenomenal.
All
We've got
righty.
none,
Okay.
but I will say that we do have one email for the Midnight Scroll.
Oh, good. Nice.
Yep. Do we have music for that?
We don't. Sorry.
I really miss the Midnight Scroll music.
Sorry, I do too. I miss all those little.
It's the only redeeming quality that Blog Talk has.
Yeah.
But who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe we can talk Nick into to showing you how to insert music. We'll just like be quiet for, however long it is, and then he can insert it in there.
There you go. Yeah, he could do that. He could easily
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I also want to encourage people before we do Midnight Scroll that on the episodes too, if you're listening to them on YouTube, comment. Let us know your thoughts.
I forgot about that. Yes.
Yeah, because I always check those and get notifications if people comment. So feel free to interact with us there as well. I'd love to get. I'm sure that other people, they have to have opinions besides just ours, right? I mean, there's people out there that think about this stuff besides just us. I mean, surely people have thoughts about, Rick versus Ben and the Hall of Fame and their memorabilia and their favorites, this and that. Come on, people.
Yeah.
Talk to us.
And the thing that people don't realize about me, if you want to post that you think I'm a whiny bitch, post that I'm a whiny bitch. If you think I need to get past all those things with the page that shall not be mentioned, tell me so.
Please do.
I'm up for construct. If my steel woolness is bringing the pod down and keeping you from listening, tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me. I can be Mr. Sunshine and Rainbows in a heartbeat.
Oh, that doesn't seem very fun. Unless if you want it, we should do an episode where you are Sunshine and Rainbows and I get to be Steel Wool for the episode.
I think, to be honest, probably the best I could do is Mr. Fucking Sunshine and Rainbows. Quite honestly.
Yeah, because if you're regular Sunshine and Rainbows, you can't.
Yeah. So I get Mr. Fucking Sunshine and Rainbows.
You'll have to be the curse version.
Yeah, the curse version. All right.
Okay, so go ahead. You got an email for us?
I got an email. It's a long one, too.
Ooh, good.
All right, so here we go. I'm not going to do a voice.
Is this real, Dave?
Why do you got to ask me this all the time?
Because you make me crazy. You always trick me.
Can I just read the email?
Read the email.
Can I just read the email?
Yes, okay. Read the email.
It starts out great. That's why I'm really interested in reading it. You ready for this?
I don't think
you're
so.
ready for
I don't.
All right. Here we go.
I'll try. Go for it.
Now, I'm going to try and I'm just going to read it. Here I go.
Okay.
Dear Mr. and Ms. Drama, all caps. Dear Mr. and Ms. Drama, all freaking caps.
Oh, boy.
You two are such a pain in the ass. All caps. How dare you publicly attack true fans of the cars on your podcast?
Dave, you have to tell me right now if this is serious or not.
Can I read, please?
Because I've gotten messages recently like this. Okay, go ahead.
You're toxic. There are many high-quality, top-tier contributors to your so-called fanorama, and I, being one of them, think your comments about the power people, quotations, of Facebook are unwarranted. You two are just crazy Cars fans who create drama and make people sick. Toxic.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm no stranger to the fandom. I've been a fan since the beginning and have a close connection with the band.
David.
No, it's not me. After graduating college, majoring in Tolkien studies, I worked at a pancake house in Massachusetts. One morning in late 1978, the Cars came in for breakfast. I was able to talk with the guys quite a bit and formed lifelong bonds that endure to this day.
David.
As the band sat down, I sprang into action. I wasn't some let me read that again. I wasn't some starstruck nerd fumbling over words. I was cool, and I think the guys recognized that in me. First, Greg kept trying to get in the booth the wrong way. I helped him out with that. It was like a suicide booth, I assume. Benjamin ordered a short stack of buckwheat pancakes. I suggested that they'd be really, really good with orangey marmalade. But he just winced and said, I'm good, partner. And I guess he didn't like marmalade. Elliot ordered pancakes and bacon. I wanted to show him what a fan I was by making it extra special. I made his order look like a guitar. I used a pancake for the body, bacon for the fretboard, grapes for the tuning knobs, and spaghetti for the strings. When I brought it out, Elliot said, "What kind of fucking moron put spaghetti on pancakes?" I could tell he really liked it. David ordered the 3-egg breakfast. When I asked how he wanted his eggs, he said, "Resonating." I didn't get it. Some weird drummer humor, I assumed. Rick asked if he could have his hash browns crispy. When I brought them out, he said, "These are, just what I needed."
Oh,
We all had a good laugh at that one. They were really awesome. They left me a note on a napkin that said, "Worst breakfast ever, the card," and an 11-cent tip. Actually, I think the 11 cents fell out of Greg's pocket and into the seat trying to get him out of the booth, but I'm sure he meant me to find it. So I've been in the car's inner circle ever since. So you can see I'm not one to be made fun of. I have personal history. That's all caps. Important people like me contribute to the fandom. I contribute by belittling others who don't know as much about the cars as I do. I inspire fans to know more, but your podcast makes fun of us for doing that. Then, I told you this was long, then you chide us for protecting what is rightfully ours. So I've threatened people for posting that picture of the cars sitting around the breakfast table. What's wrong with that? I'm just protecting the story that is rightfully mine. Breakfast with the cars. If you or other fans can't handle that, I suggest you get a BA in Tolkien Studies and become a waiter too. Maybe one day you'll be able to serve Rick Ocasek a Grand Slam breakfast.
Oh.
And signed, L. Glenn Duché. I think it's French. L. Glenn Duché. Wait, could that be douche? No, it's Duché. It's got that little mark at the end of it. L. Glenn Duché. Super fan.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
What a bastard.
Oh my
See?
gosh.
That's
I am
batshit crazy, Donna.
crying. Oh my
That's batshit
gosh.
crazy. But and you know what the moral of the story is, Donna?
Oh.
The moral of the story is, for our listeners, if you don't write in, I gotta make shit up. I had to take time out of my week to make that shit up.
Oh my gosh, that is so hilarious. I can't believe how long it took me to catch on to that.
You didn't catch on by the first paragraph?
I told you, I have had letters like that. So it could have been entirely possible.
Honestly, to be honest with our listeners, there is little inklings of truth in that email for different people.
Oh, yes.
Certain sayings, that kind of thing, yeah.
My pinball machine was just clanging left and right at some of those sentences. Ding, 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 ding. I recognize that.
Ring-a-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding. Yep.
Oh
So
my gosh, that's so funny.
Episode 17, In the Bag with the Midnight Scroll.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think so.
Donna,
Dave,
I heard a rumor.
what's that?
Heard a little rumor you got a blog.
Oh, I've been trying to keep that under wraps. But yeah, I've got a blog. I do. It is all about Benjamin Orr and the cars, and you can find it at sweetpurplegune.wordpress.com. That's my blog.
What about on Twitter?
At Sweet Purple June. If you don't know what Sweet Purple June, why I call myself Sweet Purple June, you can go to my blog or my Twitter and.
Would you just tell them?
No, go find it. Great story. You
It's a
gotta love it.
Huckleberry Taffy
It's
reference.
it's Huckleberry Taffy. Mm. No, it's from a lyric line in one of the Cars songs, and if you're not familiar with that, go find it. Go find me, and then go find
See,
out why I call myself that.
in the early parts of June, the huckleberries ripen
And they're purple.
in the Northwest, and that gets the taffy business booming. And so every June, Donna gets big bags of the huckleberry taffy and sends it out to all her friends.
I just keep it year round.
Thus
I said not year round.
addicting them to the huckleberry taffy.
Yes.
Her whole family's addicted. They're addicted.
Actually, I do have a huge bag of it I have this drawer in my bedroom, like I have, just big sets of drawers. And so one of the drawers it's called my secret stash. And I have like, Reese's peanut butter cups and stuff in there that when I need a fix. And I have a huge bag of huckleberry taffy in there. And I eat, probably 2 or 3 pieces every day. I love huckleberry
Really?
taffy. I do.
That's addiction right there. That is addiction.
YUM. It's good stuff.
Yeah. And for you people who want to follow the podcast on Facebook, we have our Night Thoughts podcast page.
Yep.
On Facebook there, and of course you can follow me on @night_spots. Come on over to Twitter.
Yeah.
Even if you're not going to interact, if you just want to follow along, because I post stuff on there that we don't post on the Night Thoughts page, and once again our YouTube channel. Please subscribe. bit.do /Night Thoughts. BitDo Night Thoughts.
I love it.
Come listen to our podcast there and subscribe. Leave us a comment there.
Yep.
Give us some feedback.
Yeah.
Remember, I've put it out there. You can tell me I'm a whiny bitch. No repercussions.
Wow. Yep. But
All
don't say anything mean about me though, because
no,
I'm
because
sensitive.
Donna is very sensitive.
I'll cry.
I'm here to tell you truth, people. Truth. Do not say anything bad about Donna. Plus, 2 reasons. 1, Donna will be in the fetal position in the corner. And 2, then my claws come out for Donna, and then it gets ugly. So don't do it. I'm fair game. Don't get on Donna.
Yeah, there you go.
All right?
There you go.
And that goes for everyone. All those people who like to message Donna and bitch about me, just bitch to me. Stop bitching at Donna. I mean, I'm a big boy. I believe in receiving consequences for your behavior. And if you need to throw some stuff my way, go for it. Just be ready to defend your position, because that's the way that'll go. But yeah, don't bother. Don't bother fetal position, Donna.
Okay, and to be fair, just in case anyone's worrying, people that have messaged me and complained about Dave, I don't tell Dave what you say. I'm just saying,
See, this is how Donna is.
I
now
know.
Worried.
I do not share, when you send me something in a private message, I do not share your words with other people unless I have permission. Dave knows that.
That is the truth.
Now, it doesn't mean that I won't explain a situation and say, I heard through the grapevine that we got this feedback, and Dave and I will talk about things like that, but I don't go squealing to Dave and, pointing fingers and all of that. So if you message me, what happens in Messenger stays in Messenger, and I'm a firm believer in that. So
honest to God's truth. And it's not like I didn't try to get it out of her either.
I know. Dave always says, spill.
She's like Fort Knox.
I value my friendships with people in the Cars world for sure. And so you can always message me. That's fine. But if you really want to get your point across, just message it to Dave directly. Let him hear it.
Communicate.
That's right. Talk it out.
Even though I don't have friends on Facebook so they can message me easily, you can still message me.
Yeah.
It sits up there at the top, and it'll show me message from so-and-so, accept or not accept.
Right. Or send it to the Night Thoughts email. That's fine too. Or through the Night Thoughts group. You can message the Night Thoughts group. Send it to us that way.
Yeah.
Dave will
Dear
get it.
Dave, you're a whiny bitch. Regards.
Regards.
Duche.
Regards? Or did they say regards? Do you
Regards.
remember that episode of Seinfeld?
Yeah, did you say regards?
Yeah. Did you give me your regards?
El Glenn did not leave regards. It was just
Oh,
douche.
why am I not surprised?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, podcasts coming up. We've got 2 more in December. Yeah, December 15th and December 29th. Both will be exciting topics. Do we reveal or do we wait?
I say we wait.
Okay, stay
Yeah.
tuned, people.
All right.
I'm excited. Okay, is that it? Are we good?
That is it. We are out of here.
Okay, wait.
Thanks for listening.
Wait, talk for another minute because I gotta find the outro music.
See, Donna, you're always screwing the end of our podcast up.
Oh, I'm a terrible producer. I really am.
You're screwing it up. That just gives that whiny bitch Dave more time to talk.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. I'm gonna play it. We are out. Thanks for listening, everybody.